the way the car business gets done in the Flathead Valley. That's really what people wanted us to do, and that's what's so good about hassle-free buying. They're going to get an extremely low monthly payment. You can now come in and make choices for yourself. That's what makes us a five-star store. Our customers report back to Daimler Chrysler that we know what people want, and more importantly, we know what they don't want. So now, with hassle-free buying and 1% over factory invoice, Kerry won't be undersold by anyone, anywhere.
Front-load washers reduce energy costs, using up to 50% less water than an old top-load. For a limited time, utility companies want to reward you for buying Energy Star washers with a mail-in rebate, up to $150. Vans has made a special purchase of Frigidaire's best-selling front-load washer and dryer. It's our lowest price ever. That's normally just the price of the washer. Save now on the rebate and in the future with energy savings at Vans.
You can't fuel your future if you drop out of the race. So be a winner. Stay in school.
This news segment is sponsored by Rocky Mountain Tile, south of Whitefish on Highway 93.
Please today having to deal with some of what Mark talked about earlier, some grapples, snow, interesting weather this afternoon.
Yeah, see that, Mark's got to break that down for us because, a lot of people just say, it's snowing, no, it's grappling. So, he would be a guy to straighten you out on that kind of stuff, wouldn't you, Mark?
You bet.
That's what I'm talking about. There's a kid, see? Get that guy involved from across the studio. We'll make it happen for you. We talk about high school softball tonight and the fact that the Frenchtown Bronx on the road with a 7-1 conference record in Missoula to take on the Breakers, and Loyola comes into the contest at 5-3. Fans huddled up tonight, and top of two bases loaded. Ashley Block draws the walk for Frenchtown, so Paige Lebsock will come in to score. Frenchtown with a 1-0 lead. Bottom of three, and Loyola's Kaylee Cooley will double. That works out nicely because Tracy Miller was on board. She will come in to score to tie the game at 1 apiece. Bottom of seven, still 1-1, where Denise Hainline throws down the bunt. Throw to first is in the dirt. Loyola's Yuki Sugimoto would score to, advance over to third with no outs. Not score yet. She would do so on the next play because the batter that comes up, Kim Hayes, slaps it back to the pitcher, and then Eileen Babin throws Yuki Sugimoto out at home. So she's never really actually scored, did she? Yeah, that's... See, you try to think that you know what's going on here, but you just don't sometimes. Frenchtown's Eileen Babin strike out Lindsey Evans to end that half of the inning. Then Loyola's Kaylee Cooley would single later. Denise Hainline would come in to score. Loyola would go on to win this thing eventually. 2-1 is the final score, so a big win for the Breakers as they get it at home tonight and over top of the Frenchtown Bronx. Well, earlier today, a Double-A battle between the Hellgate Knights and the Sentinel Spartans, and Brian Bassett's team at home, and also a little bit of a chilly afternoon. 6-6 Hellgate is overall. Sentinel 11-3. That is Leah Madden singling to right field. In the bottom of the fourth, Brooke Evans advancing over to third base. Then Stephanie Hertz puts down the bunt. Molly Hayes hoping it'll go foul, but it stays fair. So that would load the bases. So everything is full. Then Molly tried to help her team out. A nice job of getting Jessica Miles, to strike out. But then the next batter that steps up to the plate in the form of Katie Holbrook would deliver offensively in a big way to right field. Good enough for a triple that would score Brooke Evans, Leah Madden, and Stephanie Hertz. So 3-0 as Sentinel jumps out on top with a big fourth inning. It would get bigger because Sentinel's Erica Demers at bat and the wild pitch or pass ball, depending on how you score it. Katie Holbrook comes in to score 4-0 at that point. Now trying to get things done and over with. Molly Hayes strikes out Maddie Hoffman, 4-0 at that point. Sentinel goes on to win it over top of Hellgate this afternoon, 5-3, the final there. So a close game. Hellgate comes back, but just shy. Sentinel with the win today. Let's talk about the NBA. Game one of the best of seven Western Conference Semifinals between the Dallas Mavericks and the Sacramento Kings. Dallas coming off that Game 7 win over Portland. And boy, they just didn't come out of the locker room tonight. First quarter, and the Kings moving the ball around. Chris Webber underneath with the dunk. 22-10. Sacramento already up by double digits. Then Weber this time takes the ball and just kind of goes through the defense. Nobody wants to D me up. So a 13-point lead for Sacramento. Then Nick Van Exel, one of the only bright spots for Dallas tonight. Inside, penetrating with the spin move, draws the foul off of the window. A three-point play. 52-44, though. Kings on top late in the second quarter. Now time running down. Mike Bibby, though, hits the three from outside at the break. The Kings led it 62-50, and Don Nelson was thinking, what kind of motivational speech can I break out at halftime? Well, whatever it was, throw it away, because it didn't work. Third quarter, and Vlade Divac looking for Peja Stojakovic, who finishes 78-56. Sacramento widening this thing out. Then Chris Webber goes to Bobby Jackson. Final score, Kings win it. A lot more lopsided than the final score. That's 124-113 is the final. Check it out what's going on in Major League Baseball tonight in the National League. The East is led by the Atlanta Braves. Out in the West, Colorado second. And that is Mike Hampton, former Colorado Rocky, pitching top of 8 because not a lot of runs scored in this game. Larry Walker delivers the double that scores Todd Helton, and that ties the game at 1 apiece. There's some very effective pitching by both teams tonight. Still in the top of the 8th, where Chris Steins will deliver the ground ball. He's thrown out at first, but it allows Preston Wilson to score from third base, 2-1. The Rockies on top, but then in the bottom of the 8th with a man aboard, Andrew Jones hits this thing a ton in the air and very high, clears the center field wall, 2-run home run. So the Braves retake the lead at 3-2. Then on to close things out, Todd Smoltz, because he gets Todd Helton to hit into a double play to end it all. Final score, Atlanta goes on to win it 3-2 tonight over top of Colorado.
Good stuff. When we come back, an animal in a zoo is not unusual unless it's a house cat. That story coming up.
When I go into the schools, I'm very proud of what I do. I help kids learn to read.
We did a walkathon for juvenile diabetes.
I help feed the homeless in a soup kitchen every Saturday.
That's Walmart Good Works.
It's giving, it's helping, it's doing, it's giving back to the community.
I love to see their faces just light up.
Just knowing that you've helped that one person.
That I come home and I have a smile on my face, that's my day.
I'm very proud to be a Walmart associate.
We live here too, and we believe good works.
I am Ron Warnick. I am the general manager of VisionNet Incorporated. We buy from Maine because Maine is a local company managed by local people. Maine's network has been completely reliable. The majority of our network rides on Maine, and the fact that almost 90% of the network is carried on Maine means that we have a single entity to deal with. We're actually very pleased with the service and support we get from Maine.
Hi, my name is Vaughn at Penco Power Products, and helping families play together is my business. Supporting our community and our troops in this wonderful nation is every American's responsibility. Yamaha has an awesome lineup for this spring. Right now, come into Penco and get 0 down, 3.9 financing OAC till January 1, 2005. That means $39 a month on every new Yamaha in the store. 0 down, 3.9 financing OAC till January 1, 2005. Come into Penco and take advantage of the great deals, and may God continue to bless our country and our troops.
Beavar Hart Performance Horses presents the 4th annual Montana's Richest Calf Roping, May 9th and 10th at the Majestic Valley Arena just north of Kalispell. Names like Fred Whitfield, Blair Burke, Trevor Brazil, Joe Beaver, and Strand Smith will be competing for over $100,000 in prize money. Plus, world champion rodeo clown Flint Rasmussen will entertain you. Montana's Richest Calf Roping at Majestic Valley Arena, May 9th and 10th. Get your tickets at these locations.
Your kids might think they know everything about crystal meth. You really can. Go to drugfreeamerica.org.
A domesticated cat has decided to take up residence in one of the most unlikely places, a zoo. Berlin's zoo is home to Mushie the Cat. Mushie entered the outdoor cage of 2 Asian black bears 2 years ago and has been there ever since. The bears quickly accepted the cat as one of their own. Zoo officials feed Mushie normal cat food, which the bears ignore, and officials say they get along just wonderfully.
Unusual set of friends there.
That's an unusual deal. I like that, though.
Yeah.
A little animal story.
Why can't we all get along?
We'll see you back here tomorrow.
You're watching NBC, America's late night leader.
It's The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, featuring Kevin Eubanks and The Tonight Show Band. And me, I'm Ed Hall. Tonight, Jay welcomes Dennis Miller. From X2, X-Men United, Famke Janssen. The music of Fabulous, featuring Lil Mo. And Jaywalking. And now, Jay Leno.